Hello plant community, and thanks for tuning in this channel. My name is Pam, and today's topic of this video, you guys, is just me trellising up a couple of my Hoyas, and I just wanted to bring you guys along. So this would be one part of my plant chores that I would do if I make a decision to actually trellis my Hoyas. Now granted, you know I'm a Hoya head and I love growing them on trellises, and I also love actually having plants dangle down, but I allow the plant to kind of like tell me what they would prefer. And yeah, so I have about 3 Hoyas that I do want to trellis up with you guys. So yeah, let's just do it. Okay, so I'm going to probably change the angle, and I just wanted to show you an example of a trellis. Well, actually, I may actually change this. I'm not sure. Okay, you see this right here? This is my, I think, Hoya parasita. Oh, I can't think of the name off the rip, but it's known for its beautiful, let's see, dark edges. I hope the camera's picking it up. I put her outside. I may actually untrellis her now that I'm looking at her, because honestly what I did, you guys, usually I do my own, I try to make my own trellis, and I didn't have, or I couldn't find magically, I couldn't find my floral wire that I usually use. So what I did is I just used 2 bamboo stakes. You probably can't tell. I used 2 bamboo stakes, and there's nothing right here actually holding the Hoya. I'm just more or less I just bent them and then clamped them together to give that U-shaped structure. But now that I'm looking at it, I'm debating if I should take this off and probably either create a hoop or use one of my hoop trellises. And basically, let me show you, because we will be changing the position of the camera. I have these trellises, hello, right here that I purchased from Amazon. It was like a pack of 20, I believe. They weren't very expensive at all, I do know that. And I think I'm going to use these for the Hoya that I'm trellising up. Either that, or I can make my own, which would consist of, let me show you, which consists of floral wire. I like these. You could get them from the dollar store, or I believe Michael's when they have a sale. Aha! And you know, I can bend it up. I usually use this along with, let's see, I have some bamboo sticks that I already had cut a while back. I was going to do another project that did not work out in my favor, so, but I had already cut the bamboo stakes, so I decided to keep them. And I can use this for, well, yeah, let me pull that off. I can use these as my stakes. I usually do that. And then I also have my little clips. These green little clips, I also purchased them off of Amazon as well. Now granted, you guys, the green clips, they do the job, right? They're not as decorative and as pretty as the clips that I have here, but these are also cost more than the green clips. So for economical reasons, I just went on and got the green clips. Maybe somewhere down the line I'll go ahead and buy some more decorative ones. But honestly, you guys, once the Hoyas really start vining off and going wild, you don't even really see the beautiful clips. So I don't know if it's worth me even buying it for this particular type of style, or particular types of Hoyas that really grow fast, quickly. I mean, grow vigorously. So yeah, so let me change the camera angle and I can bring you guys down, and we can talk about, I guess, the now 4 plants that I'm going to try to trellis up and make a decision of whether or not to make my own or to actually use the already pre-made ones that I purchased. So yeah, let me change the camera angle. Okay, so here we are at a different plant angle, and I decided to start with this parasita I can't think of the name. I apologize, you guys. But for those of you who are very knowledgeable of Hoyas, you know the name of it. I will try my best. I'll try to put it on the screen if I can remember what it is. Now this is going to be, I guess, time consuming a little bit when I unwind these veins, but I think I want to. She's pretty though, right? I know y'all probably like, Pam, why are you doing this? I'm doing it because it'll probably be easier for me to unravel it now than to wait for it to get even more jungly than what it already is, and then that would really be a challenge. So I want to do it now, hopefully, so I won't have that much of a casualty, if that makes sense. Try to take my time to actually unwind this baby. She's such a beautiful plant. She's been really a fast growing Hoya for me. And I think this was my first year. Can't remember if I put her outside last year. I don't think I did. I think last year was the first time I actually put plants outside. It was like a trial run experiment for me, and I wanted to not do a whole bunch of plants out there just in case it wasn't actually my style of plant. I might have to actually, I don't know, I feel like I need to cut it, but I don't know. Let's see. I wanted to kind of like test it before I start like putting a lot of plants out there, because you know a lot of people are able to grow plants outside, but I wanted to see if that was the right thing to do with my lifestyle. You know, would I be able to upkeep or stay up with this growing sun, this heat? But this year with this heat has been coming some of the storms. Have y'all been having any storms in y'all area? I mean, we've been having like these very strong downpours that won't last long, but it comes down so vigorously till it just really give my plants a lot of water. So honestly, I haven't really been able to water them because Mother Nature's been doing it for me. So I guess that's a little plus plus. Okay, so y'all see how I kind of did it, and I wanted to recreate that. I'll take it out. How I just took floral wire and I wrapped it around my bamboo sticks, and I just planted in here. This is very good for your small dainty leaves, I believe, or something that you want to keep compact. Now grant it, if you want to upsize the trellis, you can use longer bamboo sticks. I believe I did that with my Hoya Trubiana, the big leaf, long leaf one that you guys seen me show you not too long ago. Now with this, these vines are so long and pretty. At first I was going to upsize the, see what I mean by casualty, you guys? You got to be careful. Look, I just lost a leaf. Dag nabbit, I'm sorry, leafy. That was because it just came in, so it's really, you know, the Hoya leaves are very fragile when they first start growing, the babies. So you got to be very gentle with them. So I think what I'm going to do, decisions. I think I'm going to go ahead and go with this because of the way that it's growing, and it'll give it that more gap space, more room for it to grow vigorously. I do have it in this 4-inch planter. Let's see, the key is to see if I'll be able to get it in there. It's been raining so much till it has made the soil soft enough, luckily for me, which is probably another reason why I wanted to do it today, for me to actually put the stakes in it and not be a problem. So, let's see, let's take the short vines. They said it was a trick. They said counterclockwise. I honestly, you guys are not going to try to keep track of that counterclockwise. I just wind them up the way I feel. You know, my goal with my Hoya is, you know, if I get a large leaf out of it, it's like a cool thing, but honestly, it's not like it's not something that I look forward to. Like, that's not my end game with the Hoyas. I just want to try to grow them as lushly as possible, if that makes sense. I'm just wrapping it around. And I saw something, and y'all can let me know too. I saw something somewhere, I can't remember exactly where they were saying that the vines should be like wound, but actually pointing up to encourage the plant to grow. Um, yeah, so I don't know how true that is. But y'all guys, let me know if that's the case. Okay, I'm trying to do it fast, but see, haha, patience, Pam. Again, what I need to do is just worry about, let's see, this part. Clamp one at a time. Or maybe, let's see. I'll clamp this one with one of my decorative. I think this is the only decorative one I have left, actually. So I might just, because look, the pieces fell off. So in hindsight, now that I think about it, I might as well just go ahead with the green clips, because I guess they'll fall off over time. Or maybe they fell off because I have them outside and they can't endure, it's not designed to endure the elements. I'm not sure. I would have to test that out. Let's see. I kind of, yeah, let's see. Sometimes too, I try not to want to trellis all my Hoyas, because when you do trellis them, you have to realize that these hoops, they take up space. You know, so you got to be mindful of that too. Like, where you're going to put your plant at, is it going to fit where you want it to go in your home? So that's another thing I think you have to keep in mind as well. And I'm going to, I think, go ahead and clamp this up so it can hold it in place. I'll just use this clear one. And that way it can hold all of them for now. Okay. How's it looking? Sometimes I wrap Hoyas around trellises and I let it do its own thing. As far as, like, I never really like how they look the very first time I trellis them. They usually I have to allow them to like grow into the shape that I created, and then I really start falling in love with it. It's kind of like leaning. So what I'm going to do is, I have a leca ball in here. I'm going to kind of push it on this side to, keep it not from leaning, if that makes sense. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. Symmetrical, Pam, you know how it is. Okay, so yeah, let me see. Wrap. So yeah, so I let the leaves kind of, I guess they find their way home as far as their design and look. I don't know, but that's what I do. And you know what I'm going to do right here, because it is the only colorful one. I mean, although it's a shame that the tops do fall off, because really they are quite cute. And they do add a subtle, a slight subtle splash of design into whatever you're trying to create. And you know, y'all know I love those whimsical, mystical leaves that give you that enchanted forest feeling, and that's what I think some of these Hoyas bring me. So sometimes these clips kind of do just that for me as well. Let's see. You know what, and I can clip this one on there too. Let's see. Yep. And let's see. Got this going around, round and round. Here we go. All right, let's see. many of you actually trellis your Hoyas, or do you just let them hang? And honestly, for me, like I said, I let the plant really decide. Depends on how the plant grow, whether or not if I want to trellis. Like some plants, I don't think I will even attempt to trellis. I feel like it doesn't feel stable. Don't like that. I may have to put a little stick in this, but I don't know. What y'all think? I think once she really fills in, she's going to really look good. She looks really good at the bottom, man. Yeah, you see how it's a little wobbly? I think maybe the pot may be too, not shallow enough. I mean, not deep enough. Y'all know what I mean. I think I'm... but I think she looks good. Yeah. The stick just has to get used to it. You know, I might actually put some more soil. It's kind of got condensed a little bit. And plus, this is also a chunky mix that I got going on in here. So it's a lot of orchid bark and stuff like that. So I may just put something in there to kind of like keep it stable. I mean, it's not wobbly. But anyway, this one is okay. This one right here is my pretty Hoya Trellis Lisa. Now this one, I did not have any bendy wire at all for this one, you guys. I honestly just put 2 bamboo stakes in her and just swooped her around just to hold her up because I couldn't find the daggone floral wires when I was looking for them. Does that happen to y'all? I found the floral wires looking for something else. And I was like, I knew when I saw, I was like, dang, I knew I had some, but I didn't know where they was. They was hanging in with some of my arts and crafts thing. So this Hoya Lisa has just one, as you can see, bring it up close, has just one stem that's got to branch off. So I do want to trellis her a little bit better than what I was doing. So I think, let's see, I can move these up. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just reuse this one so I won't have to go through the hassle of doing it. But I love it because you could just basically use your fingers to clamp it. And that's what that's what I more or less do. I just clamp it into place. Now if you want to hold this piece right here, you can use a clip, a butterfly clip, to actually clamp it on. But yeah, this plant is such a beautiful plant. Unfortunately for me, she is not a fast growing plant, in my personal opinion. I'm trying to bring I'm gonna move this up so I can create, the trellis a little bit bigger. Let's see, are you in the zone? Okay, let me just, and I'm actually gonna take one of these clips so I could hold it in place a little bit. And this floral wire, this particular one, this is a coated one. I do remember I definitely got this from Michael's. It's a little bit more sturdier than this one right here. Now, granted, if you wanted to make it sturdier, because this one is the cheaper one, what I would do, as an example, is kind of hold them together and kind of just like wrap it around one another. It's kind of like braiding the wire, and that way doing it like this makes it a little bit stronger. It can take time to do this, so I recommend, usually if I am going to do that, I would have pre-made these. But sometimes I don't pre-make them because I want to try to be a little conscious with my spending. So if you are trellising up like a smaller, more daintier Hoya, then you definitely could use just one. But it depends on the thickness of, to me, like the vines. The vines can be extremely thick, like this one right here. I don't know if I would have just used one, although this one is thicker, so it's stronger and more sturdier. So I don't know if I would have used this particular one on just one of these. I would have to do this, what we're doing right now, to actually make it stronger and sturdier enough to actually support it, in my personal opinion. Another one that probably would fall in that category, I'm looking around at some of my Hoyas that I have in here that would fall. My Hoya carrii, y'all are familiar with carrii. Y'all know that their stems are quite thick. Let's see. My Hoya Sarawak, which we're about to see shortly. And then after you do it together, then you can twine the ends around the bamboo stick. I drew a blank, and that's what I would do, but I'm not gonna do that right now. I don't think I need this yet. So I'm gonna put it to the side. I just wanted to show you guys that for demonstration purposes. And this right here, let's see, kind of have a two-way about it. So this, we can, since she's a slow grower too, I didn't want to put her on a bigger hoop. Dang, I ripped that off. Gotta be careful when you trellis these Hoyas, child, I tell you. So sometimes you don't even need a clip. You can actually use the leaves itself to hold on to the trellis. And I hope God, I don't want to break this. Okay. I think I'm going to clamp her up there. And for this, I will use a pretty pink one. I could have used a green, but I just like the way that looks. I have to make sure I take my time, because again, you guys, I do not want to break her in any way. I think sometimes too, it's best if you're able to wind them, to do it when they are not, when they haven't really been watered. I think that the vines are a little bit more pliable, but again, they've been well watered from Mother Nature outside, so she's kind of stiff a little bit, so I don't want to take it too far. And matter of fact, let me see. Actually, yeah. And let's see, I might clamp her going down a little bit. I may clamp her here just to hold it in place. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make it a green one because you probably won't see this. Let's see. Yeah, I actually like this one now. She looks a little bit better, a little bit more controlled or detailed as far as, let's see, trying to figure out, okay. So, I don't want to destroy the leaf, and I'm not trying to puncture. Okay, there she is. For the most part, I can't. Okay, let me see something. I wanted to position her in a certain way. Let's see. I'm trying to see if I can without. I think I'll do it like this. Come on. Come on, Lisa. I think she's just going to be like that, and I don't want to force it anymore, but you guys, look at that. I was trying to get her to be up, and it's bothering me, because I think that would have looked so much better. Wait a minute. Let me try one last attempt, and then if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. She wins. Let's see. Don't you just love the colors on her? She's just so freaking amazing. I want to do. Here go Pam and her perfection is kicking in. It's kind of hard to clamp it because there's so many leaves right here. But I'm gonna leave her alone. But I think she looks better like this. And as she grows, maybe it will encourage her to push out more shoots. I notice when I do start really trellising them, giving them the support they need, they do tend to take off a little bit faster. But I just wanted to show y'all this little, y'all see that? Can y'all see that little leaf? That's just so cute. But I really like her. I think she's doing pretty okay. So, yeah. Now my other one, you guys, this one. This is my Hoya Encressida Albo, the variegated version of my all green Encressida. And I wasn't going to trellis her, but you guys, I put her out this year so far, and she done shot out, look at this. She done shot out all of this. And, I mean, I just want to, I feel like I need to put her on something. I feel like she's very deserving of, let me turn it around, of being trellised. Isn't that a beauty? I mean, look at her, guys. I mean, isn't she is just beautiful. The subtleness of the cream and the different shades of the green, very healthy. For this plant, I think I am going to give her, I think she's very deserving of this one. And I could have put her on the one that I made because as you can see, her vine is not that thick. But if she pushed out all of this in just, like I said, a couple of months of her being outside, and we're midway in the growing season, we're nowhere near the end as of yet, so she has a potential of growing so much more, and I ain't mad at her at all. Okay, just trying to get her in here, and I don't plan on, I feel like this isn't in here. Why is that? Wait a minute, that's because it's I do have, that's the thing, I forgot, I do have it in a very chunky mix. So I have to be mindful of these orchid bark pieces that are, I have to take a piece out that is in here to make room so it can actually plant itself in the soil. Oh, dagnabbit, I've ripped. Now this one, you guys, I got from the plant farm, you guys. Again, I can't stress it enough. For those of you, I do love shopping at the plant farm online. Tag, it just ripped off the tag. If you are interested in looking for any beautiful Hoyas from them, I strongly recommend you check them out. They do restock on a weekly basis. So if you're looking for a particular plant, you can check them out every week if you want to. Remember to click on the link that I have. Doing so will help support my channel, but I truly do vouch for them. They do give you very good quality plants. I've been shopping with them way before I even became affiliated with them. So I do back them. I love the quality of their plants. I have not had a plant so far be unhealthy. If I've had one decline, and honestly, you guys, I can't remember if I did because, like I said, I brought a lot of my plants, not just Hoyas either, from them, and they have been growing great. I may have had one plant that I purchased from them that is no longer here, but that's my doing for sure. When I got the plant, though, it was nothing but lusciousness, and it just was a downfall from from my lack of knowledge or care. But I gotta say, I've had healthy plants from them. So if y'all haven't been checking them out, please click on my link. I don't think you will be disappointed. And if you do, I just want to thank you in advance so much. I appreciate it. Okay, so I'm really liking the vibe of this. The natural green of this. If this doesn't define nature at its best, I don't know what does, honestly, you guys. Gotta admit, the natural green of this really plays off so well with this the brown bamboo stake. Now I do have this little piece that's hanging right here, you guys, and I don't know. I think I'm gonna leave it alone. If it grows a little bit longer, I will try to trellis her, but for now, I'm just gonna leave her hanging. And I think, I don't know. I like it. What y'all, share your thoughts now. I know y'all will. I know you will. Share your thoughts. Curious, but I like it. I like it. I need to wound this around a little bit. Let me unhook this for a second. Just want to wound this a little bit better. And I can actually use the clamp here to hold that into place. They love to climb, dog. Really, I have a Hoya that I need to unconnect. It actually reached across another plant that's growing inside my home. Yeah, and it wrapped itself around. I think it's my, which Hoya are you? I can't even think. I'm drawing a blank with the name, but what do y'all think? Now, I gotta say, she's not giving me that much of a whole lot of variegation in its leaves, in comparison to maybe like this leaf right here, or perhaps this leaf right here. But I do love the subtleness of the variegation when it does come through. I think it's very pretty. This is the latest leaf too, because it's still soft. And this one too, hasn't even hardened off yet. So I guess it got a little bit more sizing up to go. But yeah, I love it. So pretty. My last one that I have to trellis up, and I made the decision to go ahead, and this is my Hoya Sarawak. You guys, another plant I got from the plant farm, you guys. If you haven't been there to check them out, I don't know why. But yes, you guys, okay. When I got this plant, she didn't have a lot of leaves. I said she had 3, maybe 4 leaves. She feel like she needs some water too. Yeah. See, some of these plants where I have them sitting they're sitting underneath of an awning. So even if I have a very good downpour of rain, they won't get the water unless it's like the winds pick up and the wind is actually blowing the rain. So this feels a little dry, and I'm going to give her a drink at the end of this video. And I've noticed that too, because I saw that I don't even know if the camera's going to pick it up, but the back of her leaves look a little bit wrinkly, and as you can see, it's very pliable. I can fold them. When they're well watered, you would not be able to do any of this. So yeah, let me see. What's that? Okay, that's dust. Wanted to make sure that wasn't a mealy. But since I put her outside, I mean, she has been taken off. Look at the aerial roots that's going on here. Look at the roots. And look at how dainty and tiny the leaf is. You see that? Isn't that cute? That is absolutely cute. But look how massive it can be. Very healthy plant. You see the sheen in it? I love this plant so much, and I think it looks so adorable in this red planter. So, because her stems are of a woody variety, I will be using this. And I think it would really give her the support that she needs. I don't know which way I need to put her. Is it this way? Yeah, I think because her vines is facing this way, I will put the trellis behind. Let's see. Very airy mix. Very hard mix. Here we go. I gotta move. It's also outside of the orchid bark. I think I have some cocoa chips in here too. It's making it a little bit. Okay, there she is. Difficult getting her in the roots. Just want to make sure it's sturdy since the pot itself is not that deep. So let's see. So again, yeah, because since she needs water, she is very easy to maneuver right now. I have to, just want to be careful. I don't want to damage any of these beautiful leaves. Oh my goodness, this plant is absolutely stunning, you guys. Stunning. I hope if I'm tempting you guys to buy a Sarawak if you don't have it in your collection, I do apologize. But, oh man, I love this plant the moment I saw her. And I said to myself, I have to have it. And I waited for the price to go down. And I came across a very good deal, I think the plant farm had at the time. I hope I'm not misquoting. I believe I got this plant from the plant farm, but I'm not 100% sure now that I think about it. And I go to the plant farm because honestly, I know in the beginning part of my Hoya collecting, a lot of my Hoyas that I've purchased, I did buy from them. But now since I've been getting on, spreading my wings and getting on some of these Etsy shops and things like that, I'm not 100% certain, but I don't know. What you think? I mean, it looks good this way, but maybe it'll, you know what, let me see. My goal was to actually, hi, look. You know you can't, let me take it off. Y'all know me. Oh, and this is, look, this is how I've ripped. This is exactly how I gotta learn how to just leave stuff be. But this is how I've ripped the leaf. And I'm telling on myself right now, but this is exactly how I ripped the daggone leaf off of my Pink Princess Philodendron. I had to keep on messing with the daggone plant, moved it around and kept moving it around to suit my subtle taste, you know what I mean? When I could have just left it alone and just did what the plant asked me to do. So therefore, I guess me telling y'all that lesson, I kind of like just learned it. I just rewrapped her and just leave her be. I'm gonna leave her be. Now this right here is so thick, you guys. I don't even want to try to trellis that. I'm just doing this for now. I like it. I think she's absolutely adorable and cute, and it's fun and very, I don't know, them leaves. I just cannot, guys, like, oh gosh. This plant is a dream of mine come true. Okay. All right. So this ends this video from a different perspective. Let me know if y'all like this kind of thing by giving me those thumbs up. Push them up, you guys. Keep in mind, if you love foliage as much as I do and you love listening to planty things, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, I don't know why you're taking so long to decide. It's free. Just do it. Enjoy your day wherever you are in the world. And until next time, guys, much love. Bye.